Hello Jimmy and welcome to my review for Black Mirror Season 2 Episode 1, Be Right Back. A fantastic little independent Channel 4 show that's really well done, it's really excellent. It's written by Charlie Brooker that did Dead Set and does some really fantastic work. He's a really good comedian. I really like him as an actual kind of spokesperson. I really like his comedy, I really like his kind of sarcastic British typical accent character. It's really, really great. And in Black Mirror, if you're not familiar with the show or if you never watched it for some reason, it is really, really good. It's basically a kind of TV dark comedy slash drama, taking the piss out of kind of pop culture and kind of technology and just little things that just shows the bleak side of the world, kind of not too distant future, which you can kind of believe in, kind of get engaged with, and shows how technology can kind of ruin relationships, ruin atmospheres, or go too far, or something can be exploited, or pop culture or kind of social media in a sense can be used as a form of government or say. Season 1 was a fantastic series. I really enjoyed it. Usually traditional Black Mirror, they have three kind of separate stories, three individual kind of ideas, and they kind of do a full kind of hour based upon it. Really interesting first season. I would highly recommend if you have not watched it. It is quite dark. In the news recently, Robert Downey Jr. has bought the rights to episode 3 of the first season of Black Mirror, which is absolutely fantastic. They're going to do a feature film of it. Each one of these storylines are actually really well done, and it could be a definite feature film idea for this. The episode that he bought was an episode which is about kind of implanting in the person's memory in a sense, and you can kind of rewind it in a sense and kind of look back on certain reactions, and you can poke holes in certain things. It's basically having all your memories stored. It's basically it is a hard drive, and you can put all your memories and everything you've done on a certain day and rewind it on a TV. Think about that. That is incredibly dangerous. And the episode is really dark and talks about a guy's obsession, thinking that his wife has cheated on him, and it turns out that it has. I mean, he really rewinds time and memories and stuff, and he's trying to find, and he finds out that he does. It's a really quite dark episode, and obviously they're going to do a feature film, which is fantastic. But anyway, to the actual episode itself, which is season 2, we have Be Right Back. Now, I recently watched it on Channel 4 ID. I didn't get a chance to watch it on the Monday night. Really, really good episode. This is just recently finished watching it. I'm going to give you my full opinions, kind of thing on it. So let's talk about Black Mirror.
More. Be yourself. No more.
So it's time for Be Right Back. Follows a couple basically moved into a recent kind of country life house in a sense. I think the boyfriend, his mother passed away or something, has left an inheritance and left the house behind, kind of thing. And they're just two ordinary couple kind of thing, laughing, joking, as a typical couple would in a sense. And something happens to him. He gets involved in a car crash, and he's passed away, and she's left alone, and she finds that she's pregnant. And there's a brand new service available, online in a sense, which you can basically pay a subscription monthly fee in a sense, which is not too far off, which some people would happen. And you can this kind of software, this AI kind of system, will take on every single public information about this one person and form a personality, form a kind of voice pattern in a sense, and you can talk to someone that you've loved and someone that you've lost from beyond the grave. And it's an interesting concept. I've seen it in a very other show like Dollhouse, Joss Whedon, a very, very similar idea to that. In a distant kind of future, but not too far, which you can't believe it, but you can believe it. It could be technology, could exist. And perfectly honest, this technology I think will be around in the next couple of years. I swear it. It just seems like the type of thing that I would see, in the open market. And it gets really interesting again. It's that kind of point where it's like it's crossing the line in a sense, because there's a point where you can feed it kind of private messaging, you feed it videos, private photos and stuff, and you say it things, and this kind of system will take all that information and form a voice pattern, and you can actually talk to it, and that's quite interesting. And then all of a sudden you're talking to an ex-boyfriend, maybe someone you've loved, someone you've lost. Interesting stuff. And then it gets to an even further point of it where you can actually go to the next level and actually have a full-on kind of sympathetic kind of person of it, of this actual person you've loved in a sense, as a full body, the full size, everything, and all the memories and stuff. But it gets to the points in the episode where, like, are you disrespecting the memory of someone you've loved, or are you just can't let go? And it's that kind of like The girl's character, she's like basically she just can't let go of her boyfriend, and it's really interesting. It's like, what would I do in that situation? Would you do literally anything to get your boyfriend back? And you find out within the episode, of course, that just because you got what you want, because you got like the actual person right there, it's not going to be the same person, because it's sympathetic in a sense. It's not a real person. It's formed a personality based upon things that you just told it, and there's no history, there's no kind of reaction, and it's very kind of robotic in a sense. You get arguments in relationships, of course, and this fake person doesn't do that. It just gives little sayings or little hints or kind of random thoughts that he would say in a sense, and it's a really interesting episode. It goes into really dark territory, and yeah, that's basically what the episode is. It's just like, what's the breaking point of trying to move on from a person, and the episode deals with that in a very smart, very clever, intelligent way, and it's Charlie Brooker's writing. It's actually fantastic. I really enjoyed the episode, and it's definitely something that I think everyone should check out, and kind of ask yourself questions, about your own kind of life. What would you do in that situation? Very interesting. Technology side of it also, like you can see like mobile phones have become like basically a sheet of glass, thin paper in a sense, and I believe that, personally honest, and cars are basically not keys anymore, they're more password codes, and there's just little hints of technology in the future which I can believe in and believe I can get on board with. Do you want to check out season 1? Also very similar type of style. So that's my review on Black Mirror season 2, episode 1. Be right back. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you found it was informative and interesting. Definitely go and recommend it. So meantime, I'm TV, signing out.